What do you do when buyers don't follow through on their commitments? This is a great question for your sales meeting this week because everybody on the team should know how to handle these situations. Whether they're ghosting you, they said call at 9 o'clock and you called and they didn't answer, or they didn't show up to a meeting, or they agreed to bring something to the meeting and they didn't do it, or they were gonna send this over to the legal department and they didn't do that. How do you deal with a buyer that breaks their commitments? I think there's a couple of quick tips here. Number one, get really good at setting strong, clear expectations. So ask yourself, did I make it clear of what was required? Could I do a better job of communicating the expectations to avoid this in the future? And maybe even fall on the sword here a little bit and say, I'm sorry, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer, that's my fault. I forgot to remind you to do this or that. I'll do a better job next time. When do you think we could get that done by? I think there's also some things you can do about creating equal business stature, making it clear that you're not just a vendor here. You're not just somebody that's gonna jump whenever they say jump and move throughout this process at their whim, but that you are busy, you have a valuable time as well. And throughout the whole process, setting this expectation that you're a partner and you're working with them, and we expect both people to be adults and be responsible for what it is. The third thing that helps you do that is tying it back to their pains, their motivation, and just saying the longer you delay this process, the longer it's going to take for us to solve your problem and get rid of results. So if it's not a priority for you anymore, that's okay. I'll take you off my list and we don't have to have these meetings. But if you are still struggling with that problem, let me help you relieve that problem. Let me help you get through this process faster so we can get to those great results that you've been hoping for. I hope those 3 tips help you a little bit, but I would love to hear your answers in the comments below too. How do you deal with it when somebody breaks their commitments? Type it in the comments. See you next week.